Today's video, I'm going to be telling you, in my experience, some of the best varieties to grow in Wisconsin that produce lots of tomatoes. These varieties should also grow pretty good in the rest of the upper Midwest and part of lower Canada. So for the first type of tomato, which is slicers, the best producing variety that I've grown has been Better Boy. Now that has produced a ton of tomatoes for me lately, even though it wasn't planted in the location with the most sun and the most space. They still did the best and produced far more tomatoes than any of the other varieties, especially the heirloom varieties. So Better Boys is something you definitely want to look into growing. Otherwise, 4th of July is a really nice early producing variety for slicing tomatoes. The tomatoes aren't as big, but it still does produce a lot. For heirlooms, I like Trophy tomato and Moneymaker tomato.
This is the Moneymaker variety back here, I believe, and there is a lot on this one plant.
They're both varieties that you can get from M.I. Gardener. For great producing cherry types in Wisconsin, cherry tomatoes, you've got Sweet 100. They'll just produce branches with clusters of upwards of 10 tomatoes on each branch. And then there's Sun Sugar, which produce like crazy as well. For paste tomatoes, there's Big Mamas, which I like. You can get those from Burpee, but last couple of years I've had worse disease luck with them. They've become diseased more so than other paste tomatoes I've grown. Last year I grew Sheboygan tomatoes. Again, another variety from M.I. Gardener. I really liked growing them. They're named after a city in Wisconsin, so that could explain why they grow so well in Wisconsin. If you're someone who likes growing the weird tomatoes, the weirder varieties and colors and things like that, I found good luck with Shimmer. You can get those from Burpee Seeds. Also, Brandwine Yellow has been a pretty darn good producer for an heirloom, and it produces earlier than all of the other Brandwine tomatoes. So if you like those bigger heirloom types, Brandwine Yellow is definitely one for you. If you live in Wisconsin, you're looking to get one that produces quite a lot of fruit, the Brandwine Yellow is the tomato to go with. So these are all the tomatoes I found to produce well growing here in Wisconsin. I've probably grown 30 or 40 varieties in the last 3 or 4 years alone, so I've got a decent amount of experience, although there's still hundreds or probably even thousands of varieties of tomatoes out there to try and grow. I'm going to be trying some more new varieties this year, so if you want to see how those turn out, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you stick around as a subscriber. If you also grown tomatoes in Wisconsin or the upper Midwest or lower Canada, let me know down in the comments box below what varieties have produced well for you. But anyway, I'll leave a list down in the description box below of all of the varieties I mentioned in this video, so if you want to check those out, you should be able to do so. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you right back here in the next episode at Al's Homestead.